Shalawam, I'm your brother Jeremiah from the branch of GMS South Carolina Midlands. Before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And Shalawam unto the hopeful elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalawam. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi concerning all the non-believers amongst the house of Israel, even for the ones who know that they are Israelites. They think that just because they don't believe in certain prophecy, such as the RFID micro C-hip being the mark of the beast, they think that just because they don't believe, that is not going to come to pass. Well, in this lesson right here, I'm gonna hit on a few points. Not only concerning the RFID micro C hip, we're gonna go through a number of prophecy. So, and this article right here, it says C hip implants are here, there, and everywhere. Keep in mind, this right here was published in October the 31st of 2022. So, how much closer are we towards this man pushing this charagma, okay, which is the Greek word to say mark of the beast, okay? It says the fusion of digital and physical is imminent. Okay, it's right around the corner. It says C-hip implants are becoming more popular and available by the day. You got some people that's already linked in, already tapped in to this beast system. It says Arnie Oak in West London pays for groceries with his hand alone. So this is the vision that John the Revelator saw, that no man might be able to buy or sell, to roughly paraphrase, unless he had the charagma of the beast, that RFID micro C hip. You got some people already willingly taking it before it's even enforced, because we know that it will be enforced, right? Scripture says, and he causeth all, right? When you go into the definition of such, it says to constitute one of the definitions. So it's going to be law, it's going to be mandatory. It says Brandon Taylor Lee in Detroit no longer carries his car or house keys with him. He's got a C-hip in his left hand that allows him to open doors to his house, and another one in his right hand that allows him to start his Tesla. C-hip implants are becoming more popular and available by the day. So this is being pushed to the forefront as a convenience. But we know in the times to come, it's going to be law. It's going to be mandatory. Okay. And this is the prophecy, one of the many prophecies that Israelites can't see, that is coming down the pipe, even though it's being told to them by the prophets. Starting with the men of Great Millstone, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, on down to the least brother. Excuse me, just bear with me one moment while I get my charger and plug this up. Bear with me. All right, we back at it. Okay. So you have many Israelites Even for the ones who know that they're Israelites, or even for the ones who are ignorant of the fact, who don't want to believe that they are the chosen people of Yahawashi. They think that just because they don't believe, said prophecies being brought out by the men of the Lord, which Yahawashi set up in these last days to give warning, that is not going to come to pass. But the scriptures say otherwise, and we're going to get straight into the scriptures, matter of fact. I'm going to start with Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and read." Okay? So we are instructed to read the book. Okay? This book is our history. Okay? And this book contains prophecy of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It says, "None one of these shall fail concerning the prophecies." All the prophecies are going to come to pass. It said, no one of these shall fail. Okay. It says, "None shall want her mate." There's no other book that you can try to compare or match up to the Bible. The holy scriptures of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It says, "For my mouth it hath commanded." So these are the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Remember, the Lord told us that his word will not come back to him void in Isaiah, the 55th chapter. It says, "And his spirit it hath gathered them." And this book, this word, okay, the spirit, the Rakakodash of Yahawah Shai is gathering the elect, okay? Because once the elect is sealed, all the major prophecies, especially the destruction of thermonuclear fire, is gonna be rolling. The elect gonna be delivered. For the ones who don't believe, for the ones who want to be rebellious and disobedient, they're gonna be left here to receive that judgment of thermonuclear fire. Okay, so let's hit another precept. It's the book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 3. Actually, matter of fact, let's go to second Esdras real quick, and then we'll get that Romans. Make the point. Just to make the point that just because you don't believe, these prophecies come to pass, especially the prophecy of thermonuclear fire. But you're gonna wish you had believed in that day. This is the book of Second Esdras. I'm gonna actually start at 3. It says, "Fear none of the imaginations against thee." We got to remember that the Lord told us, if the world hated us, know that it hated him before it hated us. Okay, we receive a lot of hatred amongst the body of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of today. Simply by warning, just giving the words of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Hey, we're coming in the spirit of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. All right. We have the testimony of Yahawashi, according to Revelation 19th chapter, which is the spirit of prophecy. So simply because we get warning from Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, that these wicked 2/3, they have all types of imaginations to do against us. Okay. But we know, according to the scriptures, we have divine protection of the heavenly hosts, of the angels, going back to Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. Fear who? Fear Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, and delivereth them. So Lord, will we be delivered in the times to come? Okay. But reading on, it says, "Let not the incredulity," okay, and that word incredulity goes into their unbelief. It says, "And let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." And the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of today, the Israelites, are the main ones who come up and speak against the words of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Mainly because they despise Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. And just because they despise, let's read the next verse. "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." So they're about to die just because of their unbelief, their lack of faith in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So let's get that Romans. We go back to the standard where the spelling is on par. Um, go back to that Romans 3:3. It's hitting a few points, but just because you have a lot of Israelites, I mean a lot. There's more Israelites that don't believe. There's more Israelites that want to be disobedient and rebellious than the ones who do believe, the elect. Okay, this is the book of Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe, and their lack of faith? They don't believe the prophecies of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? That's a question. And here Paul's going to answer that. God forbid, meaning no. It don't matter if it don't matter if LeBron don't believe, these people in whom the 2/3 hold in high esteem. It don't matter if Oprah, it don't matter if none of these Israelites out here, don't believe. As long as the elect believe, they're going to be saved by their faith. It says, God forbid, yeah, let Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi be true, but every man a liar. Okay. It says, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Okay. And Lord will we be justified to receive salvation. Lord will we be a part of that hopeful elect. Okay. So now let's go into some of the prophecies, that's going on in the world today that the Lord Yahawashi told us, okay, told his disciples. But we take that today, okay, that a lot of Israelites are not seeing, okay. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So let's take a look into these wars and rumors of wars, okay? And elders and brothers already, pretty much covered this topic as far as, this video of Trump saying that we've never been closer to World War III. But hey, it's true, okay? We're getting close to the prophecy of America, Babylon the Great being destroyed. Going back to Revelation, the 18th chapter. Lord will, 2023, the hopeful year that all the prophecies come to pass. Forget what them Israelites who don't believe is talking about. It's about what the Lord has spoken and what is written. Okay, that's all it's about.
Has never been closer than it is. World War III has never been closer than it is right now. We need to clean house of all of the warmongers and America last globalists and the deep state, the Pentagon, the State Department, and the national security industrial complex. One of the reasons I was the only president in generations who didn't start a war is that I was the only president who rejected the catastrophic advice of many of Washington's generals, bureaucrats, and the so-called diplomats who only know how to get us into conflict, but they don't know how to get us out. For decades, we've had the very same people, such as Victoria Nuland and many others just like her, obsessed with pushing Ukraine toward NATO, not to mention the State Department support for uprisings in Ukraine. These people have been seeking confrontation for a long time, much like the case in Iraq and other parts of the world, and now we're teetering on the brink of World War III. And a lot of people don't see it, but I see it, and I've been right about a lot of things. They all say Trump's been right about everything. None of this excuses in any way.
No, Yahawah Shemiah Shai has been right about everything. Okay, and his men that come in his spirit of prophecy that hold the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, and the end is not yet. Okay. So he said World War III has never been closer, man. And that's where we're at. Lord Ben said these things. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Let's look at it. Look at the tensions. It says China will attack U.S. soil if tensions boil over. Army Secretary. We know that eventually it's going to get to that point because America has to be destroyed, according to prophecy. What else we got? Concerning war. Says China and U.S. flex military might around Taiwan as tension flare between rivals. Okay, so we know that Taiwan is an ally with the U.S. and China. Eventually they're gonna make that move to take back Taiwan, similar to Russia, making that move to take Ukraine. Okay, it says, no, we didn't get to that prophecy yet. Let's continue reading. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. They can look into the famines. Okay. It says world faces catastrophic famine that could see tens of millions starve if Vladimir Putin pulls the plug on the UN grain ship deal, top officials warn. Okay. And there's just to read down here just a little bit, it says World Food Program Director David Beasley issued a dire warning to the Kremlin amid growing fears that Moscow will reinstate its blockade of Ukrainian ports. Okay, and we know that Russia, Ukraine, they're in charge of, I believe, 30 to 40% of the grain that's being pushed throughout Europe. That some of that gets exported over here to America. Okay, but nonetheless, you see the caption of tens of million per star. And the Lord told us about famines. Okay, even in Second Edges, the 16th chapters. Start at the 19th verse. Famine is part of the scourges. The way the Lord whips men. Okay, typically when you whip a slave, it's to get him back in order. But famine is the way how Yahawashi gets men in order, right? Specifically Israel. Okay, it says North Korea fighting a food crisis? Okay, and this is all across the world. You know, Even here in America, you had like over 100 food processing plants just mysteriously just go up in flames. Some of them got planes crashing into them. It's basically an orchestrated or a forced famine. Okay, but reading down here, it says North Korea's leader Kim Jong Un has ordered agricultural improvements amid imports, reports, Salakia, from outside of the country of a worsening food crisis. This is where we're at. All these, as we'll get into, is the beginning of sorrows. This is where we at in prophecy. It says more than 5 million people will be close to famine as Pakistan economy verges collapse. UN says, okay, this is where we're at. All the things that the Lord told us about, all the things that the prophet spoke about. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences. Let's take a look into the pestilences. And this right here, man, this article right here, just recently came out yesterday. It says person in Florida dies after brain eating amoeba infection, possibly due to sinuses rinse with tap water. Health officials warn. Or something in the water to where it ate out his brain. Okay, till eventually he kicked the bucket, man. Pestilences, man. Let's see some more. It says experts warn of possible new C19 variant as deadly strains transmit among dogs. Okay? And we know, as the scriptures say, if the Lord didn't shorten the days, no flesh will be saved, man. We need to be delivered up out of here. Okay? It says a new virus.
Filing your tax return is different on freetaxusa.com. First off,
It says new virus or cold is hitting people in San Diego hard. Okay? So you got a lot going on concerning the prophecies of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Let's finish this out. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And here in South Carolina, we had two earthquakes here alone. So they just wasn't major enough or on a bigger scale to be published. Okay. But we had two in the past week. Look at these 6.5, 5.6, 5.7, 5.4, 6.5, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6. These are everywhere. Fuji, okay, Indonesia, New Guinea, Japan. I mean, it's just all over in diverse places. Okay, so this is where we're at. Let's read verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, so just going back to the point, these prophecies are coming to pass. Okay, and just to read it again, Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid, when you read in the next verse, okay? Now I'm going to get what I quoted earlier in the book of Isaiah, the 55th chapter. I pray and hope that this is edifying to the elect. I believe it's the 11th verse, but I'm going to start at 10, somewhere around there. Start at 10. Isaiah 55:10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. And went on. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. Out of whose mouth? Out of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right? Because it is prophecy. It says, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Okay? And right now we're seeing all the beginnings of sorrows, seeing the visitation of the Lord through earthquakes and various different storms. Just look at what's happening in California, a blizzard in March. The Lord is visiting this place, man. And Lord will 2023 be the hopeful year that all the prophecies come to pass, man. Lord will. Okay? I'll pray and hope that this is edifying to the elect of the nation of Yasharahla. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And Shalawam unto the hopeful elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm going to read one more scripture. No, even this is prophecy. Go to the book of Ezekiel 33 and 33. So concerning all the non-believers, man. It says, and when this come to pass, lo, it will come. The prophecies will come to pass, man. And in the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3, though it tarry, wait for it. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. So then will you know that Yahawah Shai sent out his men and gave the warning. Okay? That's all I got on it. Lord will, this was edifying to the elect. Shalom.